In a previous video, I showed how to make the saddle so that the drill motor could be placed in the saddle and then mounted in a vise. When the drill motor is mounted in the vise, both hands are then free to maneuver the work. It also opens up a range of options that can be used with an electric drill, such as wire brushing, buffing, sanding, polishing, and grinding. With the electric drill mounted in the saddle and then in the vise, we can add to the functionality of the electric drill still further by adding a flexible shaft. This is a 50-inch flexible shaft, and I think I paid about $15 for this. But I've had it for quite a few years, so I'm not sure what the price would be today. Assuming that you already have an electric drill, adding the flexible shaft makes this an inexpensive unit compared to a professional Fordham, which is in the neighborhood of $300. This is a set of wood carving bits. These bits could be used for wood carving, but what I'm using them for is to gouge out a space in this piece of pine. I'll be using it as a form for forming small pieces of copper. In this particular case, for a particular pair of earrings that I want to form. As you can see with the other bits, they're in different shapes, which gives me some alternatives, some options, if I want to carve out a different shape. And here's the little form that I can use to form the copper earring. These are bits for removing metal. Here I'm using a carbide bit to round off these corners. You can see the little shavings there. The carbide bits do a great job in forming or cleaning up, deburring. I used the carbide bits in the flexible shaft when I was doing some contemporary work. I needed the welds. They were inside welds, and I needed them to be particularly clean. With the carbide bits and the flexible shaft, I was able to get in and get the finish that I wanted. These are grinding stones. For my work, I haven't found the grinding stones to be that useful. But if you look at the catalog, you'll see lots of grinding stones. Everything from very, very fine to coarse, and in all shapes and sizes. So somebody must be using them and finding them very useful for their work. This is a variable speed electric drill. So I put more pressure on the trigger. The drill runs faster. Let up off the trigger and it will slow down or stop. But the drill is no longer variable speed once the trigger is pulled all the way in and locked. Now we're down to one speed. There may be times when you don't want the flexible shaft and the drill to be running at full speed. This is a speed control. I picked this up on sale at Harbor Freight for $12.50. The electric drill plugs into the speed control and then the speed control into the wall socket. Harbor Freight has the speed control shown here, and now they also have one that is a foot pedal, which looks like it might be even more convenient than the one that I have. Then they also have the complete flexible shaft along with the motor and the foot pedal, and Grizzly Industrial has the same thing. This is a very simple setup. It's inexpensive, and especially if you're just getting started, it's a good way to get the versatility that you can get with the electric drill and the flexible shaft. If you do find yourself using it on a daily basis, you may want to step up to a Fordham. Every jeweler that I know uses a Fordham, and I've seen them around for years, so they obviously are living up to their reputation.